The midnight knock. In the quiet town of Briar Hollow, nights were supposed to be peaceful. The streets were narrow and lined with old maple trees that whispered when the wind passed through their branches. Porch lights glowed softly along the road, and most houses fell into darkness long before midnight. But there was one rule the people of Briar Hollow never ignored. If someone knocked on your door at midnight, you never opened it. No one could remember exactly when the rule began. Some said it started nearly 100 years ago after a terrible winter storm. Others believed the story was much older, passed down from the first settlers who built the town beside the deep forest. But everyone agreed on one thing: the knock was real. 3 slow knocks, always at midnight. Knock, 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 and if you opened the door, something would be waiting. Daniel Mercer had just moved to Briar Hollow and knew nothing about the rule. He arrived on a gray afternoon in late October. Clouds hung low over the hills, and a cold wind pushed fallen leaves. The house he rented sat at the end of Willow Lane, a 2-story place with peeling white paint and a crooked wooden porch. While he carried boxes inside, an elderly neighbor walked slowly across the street. She wore a long brown coat and held a lantern. "New here?" she asked. Daniel smiled. "Just moved in today." The woman studied the house for a moment. "Lock your doors at night," she said softly. Daniel chuckled. "Is the town dangerous?" "No," she replied. "Not dangerous, just strange after midnight." She turned and walked back to her house. That night Daniel fell asleep on the couch with the television still glowing in the corner. When he woke up, the room was dark. Daniel checked his phone. 11:59 p.m. Outside, the wind had stopped. The entire neighborhood felt silent. Then the clock on the wall ticked once. Midnight, a moment later, the sound came. Knock. Daniel sat up slowly. Knock, knock. 3 slow knocks echoed through the house. He looked toward the front door. Confused, Daniel walked across the living room and peered through the peephole. The porch was empty, only darkness and drifting leaves. He opened the door. Cold air rushed inside, but no one stood there. The street was completely deserted. The next morning, the elderly neighbor was standing by the mailbox. "You heard it," she said immediately. "How did you know?" Daniel asked. Her face tightened. "You opened the door, didn't you?" The woman gripped the mailbox with trembling hands. "That's how it begins. You should leave town," she whispered. But when night came again, the uneasy feeling returned. At exactly midnight, the knock came back. Knock, knock, knock. Suddenly something scraped lightly across the front door, like fingernails dragging slowly across wood. Daniel swallowed. "Who's there?" a voice answered. From the other side, thin, dry, Daniel. His blood turned cold. Mrs. Alder told him the story of a traveler who died in a winter storm long ago. He knocked on every house, but no one opened. They buried him near the forest. But after that winter, the knocking began. I think something found his anger. Midnight arrived like a held breath. The knock came again. But this time it wasn't at the door. It came from the window behind him. A tall shape stood outside. Its head was tilted too far. The face was pale and stretched into a smile that seemed painfully wide. Suddenly the creature spoke. "You opened the door. Now you must help me." The lights in the house flickered violently. Daniel rushed toward the back door, but the creature was already standing in the yard. Its long arms hung almost to its knees. "If I help you," Daniel asked carefully, "will you leave this town alone?" The creature stood perfectly still, then nodded once. The creature pointed toward the dark forest beyond the houses. "Home." Daniel grabbed his coat and stepped outside. They followed a narrow path until they reached an old stone marker. The creature knelt beside it and began to fade. "Thank you," the dry voice whispered. Then the wind moved through the trees, and the creature was gone. In Briar Hollow, for the first time in nearly a century, midnight became quiet again. Daniel kept the grave clear and placed small lanterns beside it during storms, so no traveler would ever be forgotten again. Please subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.